chain. That is off the chain, y'all. It's gonna be awesome.
Hey everybody, it's Astro D. Love and relationships, that's my specialty, but I love throwing some flavor and simplicity onto learning astrology. Now, I done told y'all before, I got to keep my exercises going and I got to keep it moving. So I'm gonna make this video real quick while I'm trying to do my exercises on Saturn in the North Node. All right, so a lot of times with the North Node, when we have Saturn there, we can find that we will get people that could possibly block our path going forward, right? They bring on the low vibrational side, a lot of issues to your life. Basically, they could kind of impede your path going forward. It may feel like this person's slowing you down, they're slowing down your destiny. Because remember, the North Node is about our destiny. What path we're going on in life and who's going to be going on that path with us, how we're going to be taking that path. So the way they bring suppression and restriction to life, it comes to your destiny. It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. This person could possibly help you figure out how to apply more discipline to your path, apply more discipline to the things that you're doing in life, apply more discipline to how you're reaching your goals in life, to the destiny that you have and you feel that you need to fulfill in your life. They could really make shit solid for you, which is a great thing. That's honestly a great thing if you can find somebody whose Saturn doesn't necessarily impede you in any kind of way. I almost broke my shit. Because that North Node, remember, that's where you're headed. It's what you're trying to cultivate in this life. And Saturn slows things down. It impedes things. It makes shit take longer. So it may take you a little bit longer to get to your destiny path. Having Saturn there, having someone Saturn there, they might slow it down, or maybe you might need them to slow it down for you. What's that song? Slow down. Now we're going to talk about the positive side. So I had said how, this person could give you more discipline. The way this person applies discipline in their life, you need to know it. It's definitely what you need to grow. But once again, Saturn is constriction. North Node is I want more. I want more. That's Rahu. So now you're just asking for more constriction from this person. Their suppression gets tighter and tighter as time goes on. You might not even be able to be near this motherfucker as time goes on, because you're actually learning how to deal with their methods of restriction. How long are you going to keep learning this lesson? And like I said, it's going to get tighter and tighter, and they may feel heavier and heavier to you, or the lessons that they bring may get heavier and heavier to you over time. That's why I think it's important when someone's Saturn hits your North Node that you're very cautious of how that Saturn is working, because they can totally, impede the results of you getting to your future. So now let's talk about what happens when Saturn's on the South Node. This person may have been some type of oppressor, kind of like Pluto. This person might have been a grandparent to you. They were some type of elderly authority figure, or they could have been the government of some sort, a governmental figure. They were heavy on you back in the day. They were judgy and all that stuff. And remember, in North Node, they get more and more judgy as time goes on. But this person was probably heavier to you in the back of the day. They might have been a grandparent, and you looking as a judge, but it's like, nah, that was my granddaddy back in, so-and-so and so. This person could be showing you what to let go of, what depressive thoughts, what restrictive ways, the way they apply discipline. You don't need to do that no more. You done been there, done that. You know what I mean? They may have given you an illness. They may have given you diseases at one point in your life. And be careful, because they may bring sickness to you if they're on the North Node. And if that Saturn is aspected real shitty to your other planets, they may bring sickness to your life. And that's not cool. There ain't nobody trying to make me sick. Not in these days. And nobody's around. So I'm feeling safe right now. But yeah, people could do that shit with the Saturn on the North Node. But Saturn on the South Node, they could help you get rid of illnesses. They may help you let go of all the toxic dirt and disease stuff that you don't need in your life. They could really help you let go of that and become a lot more freer from restriction. We're letting go of restriction with it on the South Node. So what that does though is actually now the Saturn on there is also stability. That's an anchor that also keeps you in your past. But once again, over time, because we're going towards the North Node, so over time, that Saturn ain't gonna be as strong. It's not as intense, because what you'll have is what goes away from the South Node becomes diminished. So their depression or whatever heaviness that they might have on you, that'll start to cease. So it might be a good thing versus having the North Node there, because what happens is you can actually figure out ways to look forward to when it's over. Look at where Uranus is. What's going to free you from this? Because might not last. If they are suppressive, it might not last as long as you think, because it's a South Node. The stability though, the security might start to decrease, might start to lose that over time. So at first they may feel like a rock to you, and that's familiar. That South Node, it's comfortable, it's what you need, right? It's what you think you need, but it's what you needed. So over time, they're gonna just let that sucker go. Over time, they're gonna just be like, well, you know what? You don't need me like I thought you did. You don't need me that hard, that concrete. It ain't that deep. Saturn on the South Node, that person can become unstable for you over time, as but in the beginning come off as a rock, like they were all that. Personally, I think Saturn on the South Node is heavy. It's very karmic, especially on the South Node. It's really karmic, because that's just saying heavy lessons right there. That's totally a heavy lesson, because Saturn's about our karma. Saturn's about the past. It's about time, you know? So be careful with that South Node person. They could keep you stuck in the past over a long period of time, or make it hard, or make it long and grueling for you to let go and get rid of some past life stuff. None of this shit is all good and all bad. Everything has its polar opposite in this matrix. So where you find good, you find bad. People talk about aliens coming. They're going to be some good aliens. They're going to be some good bad aliens. They're going to be some good white people. They're going to be some bad white people. They're going to be some great black people. They're going to be some horrible black people. There's good and bad to every situation, every side. And there's also a mix in between that carries both of them. That's that gray in between, which is kind of interesting. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this video on Saturn on the North Nodes. Remember, this does not determine the entire fate of your relationship. It's just giving you an idea. You can apply this to your love relationships. You can apply this to your work relationships, all that good shit, and you can still find it very useful. Synastry is extremely useful in astrology. This video was too advanced for you. I hope you get my book, ABCs of Astrology, A Beginner's Guide to Becoming Your Own Astrologer, and then come back to the video, because we're talking about when you combine two charts. We're not just dealing with one. Now we're dealing with two charts, and we're dealing with the angles of the North and the South Node. I hope you enjoyed this video and my little workout that I got to do. But it feels great to be able to still do astrology videos and still get my exercise on. Hope you like, shared, subscribe this video, and take care.
AstroDee, y'all, is off the chain. That is off the chain, y'all. It's gonna be awesome.